What's happening? I got a project here. Check it out. Shorts. I never wear shorts, ever. I'm taking this down. I'm taking this whole thing down. And then this bookshelf, I'm going to move the bookshelf over to where that is. Really, honestly, because this bookshelf is going to cover the mess on this wall that's going to be behind this. Because you'll see. I'm going to take it all apart. You're going to watch if you want to. Because I got this TV pretty much on accident. I was going to use it as my screen to stream with, and then I learned later, no, you don't want to use that. Too late for me to send it back. So now I have a giant TV I got to put somewhere. We don't have anywhere to put it. Here's the computer setup so far. And that hasn't even been hooked up yet. Nothing really has been hooked up yet. There. But I got this old situation. I'm taking it down. And so this used to be my kid's bedroom. There used to be a bunk bed in here. Honestly, a lot of really good memories in here from our kids being little bitty guys. But then we switched them to a different room because it made more sense. They don't have a bunk bed anymore. And truthfully, the reason why they don't have a bunk bed is because I was in here one day hanging out with my kids, hanging out on the bottom bed. And it was one where, so the top bunk was like a single bed that went one way. And then underneath it was like a queen size bed or whatever the size between those two is. I don't know. Probably a queen. Whatever. That went the opposite direction. Thank God. Because I was just hanging out. Both of them. One of them was up on top. And I was down on the bottom with the other one. And then all of a sudden came down on his face. The one that was on top dove off, landed on his face. Thank God on the bed. That day, I got rid of that thing. They slept on the mattresses on the floor until we found him a better bed. Whew. Dove off. He was fine. I wasn't fine though. It scared me to death. Anyway, I made this because there had to be cords that ran up. We had actually a different TV than what's in here right now. We had a TV in here for them to watch movies before they went to bed. And we were afraid that they would mess with the cords. And they would have. So I built this thing really just to protect the cords. I think we actually started with the stuff that you can buy that's like plastic. And you run your cords through it and it sticks to the wall with a sticker. Ripped it right off. I remember that actually. So I had to make it a little bit stronger. I'm looking for my impact. Where did I put that? It's in here somewhere. Where? I seriously don't know where it is. I got these. Oh, I see it. It's hiding down there behind the TV. All right, so I guess I'm going to just start taking this thing apart. I don't know. And don't make fun of my legs. You know what's awesome? This is funny. This is hilarious. Actually, really funny. See how my legs are really white? The truth is, I have already not been in the sun with my legs. I put self-tanner on my legs. My wife has some of that stuff. My legs were as white. Do you see this? My legs were this white. And I've never been a shorts guy. I just haven't. I don't know. Usually if I'm outside, I'm working on stuff, doing something. A lot of times you can do that in shorts, but sometimes you can't. So I think there's just dried paint holding those on now. Yeah, hey! that those are off, I gotta find a good place to put all this stuff. Right here. That's good enough. Now I just gotta take this whole thing apart. And what's kind of a bummer, whatever, I've got all my bits. So it's not that big of a bummer, but I painted over the screws. I can't tell what kind of screw it is. There's so much stuff like this in our house that you don't really know what you need until your kids show you what you need. And Taylor and I we joked about starting a child-proofing business, like safe, make your house safe for your kids, because our kids showed us, and I'm sure everybody's kids do this, but our kids really showed us like everything that was really dangerous. You'd be like, oh, wow, we didn't think about that. That could hurt you really bad. I better build something to protect you from that. So look at this. Like, there we go. Now the TV is unplugged. I just got to pull it out of there. Oh, goodness. Heck on, how long is this cord? Look how long that cord is. Anyway. Look at that. Look at that. It's ridiculous. But my kids never got hurt. It worked. I guess that's what it's really all about. What is holding on to that? Oh. Well, I bet if I take this board off, I can get that. And I say take it off. Like it's going to be easy. It might be. Oh, goodness. Probably be a lot easier if I just went and got a hammer. I have one. How did I get that in there? That's what I want to know. It's that hard to get it out. How did I even get it in there in the first place? Let me just keep taking screws out. We'll start down here. My wife's babysitting right now. So you might hear kids partying. You might not, I don't know. Goodness. So, so I screwed you saw where I took the screws out, but I've got a, shoots brads, little tiny nails, like a trim, kind of like a trim gun, right? I'm sure you'll see that somewhere on some project that you can be involved in or not, whatever. But so I screwed those in and then I shot nails into the side. You know what's really funny right now? So this, most of it's trash, right? But you know what I'm gonna do? I think I told you that my dogs chewed up my storage bins outside. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use these 2x4s to fix those storage bins. Isn't that funny? Like one project ends, and then I've already got another one going in my head. There's always something to do. Always. It's all right though. I love it. I'm one of those people that just will not sit still. Drives my wife crazy sometimes. But I want to tell you something. Things get done. There's no doubt about that. I don't like to sit still. There's the rest of what I'm going to use to fix that storage bin. I gotta fix them both, actually. So I could have pulled this out a long time ago now. There's the longest extension cord you've ever seen in your entire life. Get out of here. This, I didn't have a wall mount for my TV, but I did have a piece of angle. A scrap piece of angle that I cut and screwed onto the back of my TV. And that kind of just, okay, look. This is how ridiculous I am. I drilled holes in the angle. So the angle, it's screwed into the back of the TV. Then I drilled holes in that part of it, right? Because then I could put these tiny nails in it and I could hang the nails. I could make it hang off of the nails on that board up there. It worked. It worked. I don't care. It's the things like that, you know, like nobody sees that. Nobody looks behind and is like, is that right? Was that done right? Nobody cares. If you got a TV that turns on, that's all they care about. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta get a little creative. What's holding that on now? I think I'm gonna have to take out, I think there's a couple more screws up there that I need to get out first. Yeah, this TV was fine. It was fine. All right, that's the power cord for that. This is our Amazon, what do you call that? So you can stream your TV through it. It's probably a little bit outdated. Oh, and this remote goes with it. Which, honestly, I think I might hook our TV in our bedroom up with that because I got a TV as a gift from work. Christmas gift. Everybody got them. And they're awesome. They're same size as this. It's great. Really cool. But the remote, first remote that came with it got chewed up by our dogs. So I had to replace it with a universal remote, and now I still haven't learned it. So I lay in bed, half asleep, of course in the dark, with a remote that I don't know how to use. And it's one of the most frustrating things. I don't know how to change the channel or do the volume or anything. And I always like to have the TV on when I go to bed with the sleep timer on. It's like my sound machine, right? What? I gotta get something to stand on. Oh, well, lucky me. I just happen to have something right here. Be careful. Be careful if you're doing the same kind of stuff as me. Don't do it the way I do it. There's a good chance you'll hurt yourself. There's a good chance I'll hurt myself too. Daggone, that thing is stripped out. I might just have to rip this off the wall. Dang it. I really don't want to do that. Maybe, though, I might be able to just unwind it. What do you think the odds of that are? Are you going to hit the ceiling? You know what, if I get it, I don't want to cause too much of a mess here, but I'm going to take this off. It's coming off. If I get it straight up and down, now it's lined up with the stud, I'm going to do less damage to the drywall. There we go. Yeah! You can't see that, can you? I'm not going to show you. So, see those two screws right there? Those two screws are behind this piece right here, but both of these screws are stripped out. I can't get them out. So I say that it was cool and it worked, and it did, but taking it apart. This wood too, I really like this wood. It's old barn wood. This came off my sister and brother-in-law's barn that they tore down. And it is so, I don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's really thick and really sturdy. And it's been outside in the weather for who knows how long. Daggone it. And so it's not going to shrink anymore. It's not going to do anything but just be what it is right now. And I'm telling you, it's hard as a rock. Where did I put here? And I love it. And I make all kinds of stuff out of it. I just love that old look. Oh, that's broken. That one's broken off. This one's stripped. I might not get this apart. I'm going to have to mess with that. Get a hammer and pry it apart or something. I'm not strong enough to do that with my fingers, for sure. All right. I'm trying to find a place to put all this stuff. Let me get the rest of it down first. I just don't want to walk over and step on a screw with my Crocs. It'll go right through them and right in to the bottom of my foot. All right. Yikes. We're going to put a picture in front of that. See what's going to happen here? Hopefully one day, relatively soon. I don't know if it'll ever happen. But we've been trying for years to save up money so we can build a house. We like where we live. We want to live right here. We just want to build a house next to the house that we currently live in. And if we're able to do that, then of course we can all do it together, right? That'd be fun, wouldn't it? But this house is just taking a beating. I mean, 1,000 beatings. And I don't know. I mean, it's like, have a little bit of respect for your stuff. And, I do. I fix things. But I'm not going to put any more money into this house. I'm just not going to. Because it's going to go away. It's going to get knocked down. Whoa! I just about fell off. What's holding that on? I got to take this whole thing apart. Here we go. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, have some pride in your stuff. Take care of your stuff, all that. I promise you, oh! There's paint holding that together still. Daggone. But again, this stuff, it's all gonna be torn down. And we want to save our money for something that we're gonna have. We're actually gonna keep. I don't know if this is the right bit. I bet I can see it now. I can't. I'm painted over all the screws. I told you that already. I can't see what bit I need to use. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I do as little as possible to this house. Just to keep it standing up straight, I guess. More than anything. We got a roof over our heads. Should I just break this off? I think that's what's going to happen. Oh, at least get me... I got to get this piece off. Be careful with your knife. I gotta cut that paint. See, I just about stepped on a screw just now. Does it make you nervous? Watching me do stuff. Oh man, you're just waiting. It's like a ticking time bomb. Something bad. I don't know what's holding that together now. Oh! Oh, a bunch of little tiny nails. That's what it was. Gone. Yuck. All right. So I just got to get some screws out here and this whole thing's down. And then I'm going to pick that bookshelf up. I'm going to put it right here and hide all this, and nobody's ever going to know that anything happened behind it. No one is going to know. No one's going to know. I think there's one more screw. One more right here. Can I get to it? Is the question. It's at a weird angle. And I can't see it. I think it's there. All right, let's go. Daggone it. I'm going to have to break that one off too. I'm going to break it off. I'm just going to break it off. Nobody can see that, right? You want to know something? You might see it now, but you won't. You won't see it when I put that bookshelf in front of it. Man, I got it. All right, I got to get some of this stuff out of here because there are screws that I can't get out that they're gonna either scratch me, stab me, or I'm gonna step on them, and then I go in my foot like that. Normally, you know what? If you're on a construction site, you got that. You put it down on the ground. Put those in the ground. That way nobody can step on them. But I'm not. I'm on the inside of my house. So I can't just stab them into the floor. I'm going to have to come in here and clean up my bench. All right. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to clean this stuff up. Get all this out of here. Then I'm going to come back. Then I'm going to spackle all this. I'm going to spackle it. I'm going to sand it. I'm going to repaint it. It's going to look perfect. And then I'm going to put that bookshelf in front of it. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put this TV up where the bookshelf was. So give me just a second to get that organized. And I'll be right back.